Hi everybody, it's Kathleen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a day in the life vlog, so let's get this day started. I absolutely love the Christmas tree in the living room this time of year. It's just so beautiful. Got to get that natural light in. It was a gloomy, rainy morning, but I don't mind the rain, so it was fine with me. And you can see the curtains were partially already open. Merlin loves to sit by the window, so we always leave a little spot for him so he can see out. And I love starting my day with worship music. I like having it on in the background while I'm getting the coffee going, letting Shelby out, feeding her, doing all those morning things before I settle in for my Bible time. And like I said, always start the day with coffee. Bless you if you do not start the day with coffee. I just don't think it would be possible for me at this point. And there's just something about morning coffee, it hits different. And gotta let Shelby out. Yes, she is wearing a coat because she hates the rain. So this will also make it much easier when she comes in and I can clean her up so she doesn't bring in any dirty, wet paws into the house, which I love having our sun porch to clean her off in. And we're gonna feed her. I did not forget about Merlin. He has just been in this mood where when Russell's alarm goes off at 4 a.m, that's when he wants to eat. And I, of course, was not going to film at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I made a chicken pot pie slow cooker recipe that I found on Pinterest. You guys, it was so easy. And I feel like for the most part, it's stuff that we always have in our pantry. So I used boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You can use boneless breast, whatever you have on hand, which I love about recipes like this. They're versatile. You can pretty much just use whatever you have. And then some chicken broth, which I was happy to use up because I had opened it the other day. So I was very glad to use up some of that. You can, of course, use chicken stock. And then 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. The cream of chicken soup and the frozen mixed vegetables were the only things that I needed to go to the store for the day before, which I love that. And I stocked up so I have more in my pantry on hand for another recipe or just something else that I'll need it for in the future. I like to do that. If I'm going to the store to grab something, I tend to double up on it just to keep it on hand, especially if something might be on sale. And then this recipe called for 2 Yukon Gold potatoes diced. I had a bunch of smaller ones, so I may have used more than what the recipe called for, but it did not ruin it by any means. And then 1.5 cups of frozen mixed vegetables. And then just a little garlic powder, a little salt, and a little pepper. And then put the lid on, and I let it go on low for 8 hours. It said to take the chicken out and shred it. That chicken was falling apart, so it took hardly any effort to shred it up after it was finished. And like I said, always coffee first in the morning, always coffee first. Let me know in the comments if you're a coffee drinker or a tea drinker or you don't drink any of those in the morning. I don't do anything fancy with my coffee. I just use a ground hazelnut coffee and then just regular sugar and half and half. And if you have a favorite coffee or favorite tea, let me know in the comments. I would love to see what you guys use. And always cleaning the counter because I always tend to spill my coffee. And now just settling in for my Bible time. Have to put a blanket on Shelby. She is so spoiled and she loves it. And I have been loving doing my Bible time in the morning, you guys. Now, I truly don't believe that the time of day that you get into the Word matters. I think the most important thing is that it's a time of day that works for you and that you're making that time with God a priority. I used to do my Bible time in the late morning, early afternoon. Russell was on vacation this summer. He was off for a week, and somehow I just ended up switching my time to the morning, and I've just kept it ever since. And now I love just doing it in the morning. And I love the Bible studies from the Daily Grace Company. This is absolutely not sponsored. I gain nothing if you shop with them. I've just been using their products for about over a year now, and I absolutely love them. They are so high quality. They have elevated my Bible time, helping me understand the word and getting into it a little bit deeper. Their products are beautiful, and they have the best sales, you guys. Like, I am not kidding you. You will be shocked. And see, I told you Merlin loves to sit there and look out the window. Now, if you watched my last video where I made mint chocolate fudge, the package that you saw me pack up, that is going to our mailman this morning. So I'm just going to leave it on the porch for him. I put on the tag, "Thank you for all that you do and putting up with Shelby barking at you." So I hope that he enjoys that mint fudge and gets a little laugh out of my little note. And now, time for breakfast. I really try to make sure that I do eat breakfast every morning, and sometimes I'm a little bit fancier if I have more time. I really like making egg scrambles with peppers and spinach and mozzarella cheese, but for the sake of time today, I'm just going super simple. Just fried eggs over some toast. Nothing fancy, but it tastes good, and sometimes simple tastes the best, honestly. And this is just my go-to if I just need something quick in the morning for breakfast. Always hits the spot. Usually I will put hot sauce on it, but Russell took the hot sauce to work, so no hot sauce today. And on Mondays, I love to do a refresh, especially in the bedroom, switching over the sheets every week like clockwork. There's just something about Monday night getting into bed and having those super fresh sheets, which Russell says he can't tell the difference, but I don't believe him. I can tell the difference, even though it was only a week since the last time I switched them over. And this year I decided to be a little Christmassy in our bedroom, so I got some burgundy sheets to go with our green duvet that we already had, and I just think it makes it cozy. And of course, back into the garage to put some laundry in the washer, take some laundry out of the dryer, and repeat. Which I will spare you guys watching me fold a bunch of laundry today. But let me know in the comments if you guys separate your laundry. I do not. And time to get a workout in. I've really been trying to hold myself accountable to getting in some movement at least every other day. Granted, I'm moving around the house and doing things, but to get my heart rate up, especially because since it's getting into the colder weather, I won't be going on as many walks with Shelby. She does not like the cold. And I'm thankful that I have my elliptical, so I don't have to even leave the house. Just get on there and do it. And just grabbing some Amazon packages. It is just so convenient to shop on there, you guys. And gonna give Shelby a little treat. She absolutely loves her peanut butter bones, and we've been buying her dog peanut butter because I would give her regular peanut butter at times, but I don't like that it has sugar and salt in it. So her dog peanut butter, this one is extra fun because it's gingerbread, so it's very festive. It has peanuts, ginger, cinnamon, and honey, and she loves it. Now I'm going to make another cup of coffee. This time, you guys, I'm making butter pecan coffee. So if you see that in the store, give it a try. It is really good. It's the ground coffee. And I am planning on, now that I've showered and gotten myself together, I'm going to go start wrapping some Christmas presents. I certainly will not be getting an award for my gift wrapping, but I absolutely love this time of year. I love wrapping presents. And let me know if you listen to Christmas music while you guys are gift wrapping. That's what I did today. It just makes it extra festive and super fun. And these gifts are for our nieces, so I was careful to not show what they are in case my oldest niece, if she watches this, I didn't want her to see what she was getting, or her sister or her cousin. So I tried to be super sneaky about where I edited the video, even though you can kind of see behind me, but that's fine. I don't think she would notice. And I love coordinating their gifts, like where I get them each different things but similar. So like they each got a toy, and then I picked out a really cute dress for each of them. She'll be coming in to supervise as always. And like I said, I will not be getting an award for my gift wrapping skills, but I think it's the thought that counts, and I get an A for effort. And I don't know if you guys have done this before. Last year after Christmas, I went to the couple different stores, Walmart, Dollar General, and I bought bows, gift tags, wrapping paper, gift bags. You guys, they were practically giving it away. The prices were insane. So if you have space to purchase in advance and then keep it for the following year, I totally recommend it. And if you don't, I totally understand. We lived in a 1-bedroom cottage before we bought our house, so I had no room to put ourselves, let alone extra things for the following year. But if you have the space for it, I totally recommend it because, like I said, the prices were insane. They were literally giving stuff away almost. And I also recommend getting a Rubbermaid container or something like this blue bin to put all of your gift wrapping stuff, tissue paper, pens, tape, all of it. It's so convenient to just pull that out and know that you have everything in one spot. Now just getting the dishwasher unloaded. I think we can speed this up though, guys. Now, if only you could snap your fingers and speed things up like this in real life. Wouldn't that be super convenient? And now I am going to make some biscuits to go with our chicken pot pie slow cooker meal. I didn't want to make rice or make egg noodles or anything like that. Pulling out pots and pans to me felt like I defeated the purpose of using the slow cooker. So I thought biscuits would be just the perfect thing. This recipe is super easy. It is just 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar, a pinch of salt, whisk that together, and then you're gonna cut in 1/2 cup of salted butter, dice it up, let it sit in the freezer beforehand. You want your butter and your milk super cold. So we're gonna cut in the half cup of butter that I diced up, and I let it chill in the freezer for a bit so it was super cold. And then after we cut the butter in, we're just going to add in 1 cup of milk, stir that all together, flour our surface, and then pat out the dough. If your dough is a little sticky, you can just add some more flour. That's what I did this time. I just kept adding more until it felt, you don't want it to be too dry, but you don't want it to be so wet that when you go to use your biscuit cutter, it's just a wet mess. So just add in enough until you feel comfortable that when you cut out the biscuit, you can easily pick it up and put it onto the tray. And I found a tip when you're cutting out your biscuits, do not twist the cutter. Just go straight down and straight back up. This allows them to be fluffy and to get the best rise out of them. And it really does work. It really does. Now I'm just going to brush these with some milk before I get them into a 425-degree oven for about 13 to 16 minutes, just until they're golden. You don't want to burn them. Oh, you guys, this was so good. Russ said this absolutely hit the spot, which I love hearing, especially when he's been at work all day. And then we are just going to read through a chapter in the book of Luke, which we've been doing lately, which I absolutely love. That's something new for us. And now just closing up the kitchen, getting the dishwasher going, setting up the coffee for the following morning. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments. And be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a future episode. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can find me over there at thatchristianwife.